Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video here on this channel. I thought I would dedicate a whole video to this web browser, which used to be a really popular one. People are trying to look for alternatives simply because the company behind the web browser has decided that they are going to make another product. I saw a video about that product today, and I've been looking for a new web browser as well, especially on my Mac. That is mainly where I am in need of a new web browser. And I have actually found one which I'm currently testing out called the Zen browser, and that actually prompted me to do a video on Arc before I do a follow-up video on whether or not the Zen browser actually is a good alternative. But let's just quickly go over this application right here, because this is Arc, a lovely, amazing web browser, not necessarily the best on Windows, which I am currently using, but it is definitely the best one I have tested out for Mac. I use my Mac a lot to just browse the internet and things like that. I use this Windows PC more for like really heavy work related stuff. But I have like enjoyed this a lot. I really like the experience of this. There is currently an update I need to get to, but I have really been loving this application, and there are a lot of ways to use this and a lot of like power features, I would call them, that a lot of people in the productivity community are currently using. But the issue with this is that the company behind the application, called the Browser Company, have decided that they're not happy with this product. I think the reasoning behind it was that their family members, or the CEO said his family members, would not use an application like this. And mm, just to clarify that, my family members and pretty much the family members of every single one of my friends would not use any web browsers except for the ones that come with their desktop or their phone. In some cases, they might even go and download Google Chrome, but much more I wouldn't actually expect them to do. Like my father would probably not be able to download his own web browser. He would need help for that, and there is nothing wrong with that at all. But trying to create a product for a bunch of people that are not that tech savvy might be a little hard, but that is not what I'm going to discuss in this video. I think it's cool that they are trying to do that. The issue I have is that we already have an application right here. Like, this is an application that a lot of people actually love. A lot of people want to use this right here, me included. Like, we want to use this thing right here. We find it really fun. We enjoy the experience of this application, and it has been like, I cover apps in the productivity ecosystem and in the productivity community. I cover productivity applications, and I have never seen any application gain as much hype as this has. Like, I made a video. I don't totally understand the hype. I understand it a little bit more on the Mac compared to the Windows, because this feels just like many other applications, like a Mac first application, which isn't a huge issue. I completely understand that it is annoying for people who use Windows computers, or people who have to use Windows computers, or even Linux computers. Mostly, I think it's annoying for those using Windows computers, me included, because I use one for work. I have one at home as well. And like, the Windows Arc application feels like just something they suddenly came up with, lacks features, stripped down. Like, just to say that they have something on Windows as well. That is how my experience have been with it. It might be different for everyone else. But that has been my experience with the Windows application. Again, I've loved it on the Mac, and they haven't said that they will shut it down, but they could just go ahead and say that they would shut it down, because this application is not going to be updated. It is going to get security updates and performance updates, but the Arc you have right now will be the Arc you have forever. Meanwhile, they are on this journey of creating some way that AI and web browser can come together. I saw a video on it today. It is this thing right here. It is supposed to be like AI built on top of the web browser, which will be really exciting. Like, I like the idea the team has shown that they are able to make something, but I find it really weird that like the whole idea behind the website here uh, is their web browser still, even though they've decided to go away from the web browser. Again, that is for another video. But my point is that they are building something else, and uh, the team has like shown that they are able to develop something that a lot of people like. And if it weren't for the fact that I've seen them abandon an application before, I would actually jump onto the next application they are making, which is this AI web browser thing, which none of us knows how it will look or what it will be, but it sounds exciting. And if it weren't for the fact that, like, I never change browsers, I use Microsoft Edge and I use Google Chrome, depending on which desktop I'm on, but that has been the only web browsers I've used for all of my life. This was actually the first time I've used anything else. This was the first time I've used uh, any other web browsers than those two, and I decided to use Arc, which I really loved, but I had to spend a lot of time getting everything into logging onto every single social media, every single email I have, everything, just logging onto everything took a lot of time. And now I actually have to do that all over again, and I am sort of annoyed about that. And that is like my whole point, is that even though their new like cool AI thing, application, web browser thingy, I'm not sure what to call it, even though that is looking really exciting and I think it will be a great product, I will struggle to commit to something else, because what happens the next time they find something new and shiny? Like, shiny new tool syndrome is an issue when I am changing productivity and note-taking applications. The issue is even bigger if a company has shiny new tool syndrome and wants to create things all the time. That is at least how I am feeling about it. And again, I've watched 12, 13, 14 videos or so about the browser company, about Arc, and I've watched like 10, 15 videos about options where all of this is mentioned. So, as usual, I don't know everything, and I don't like thinking that I know everything, but in general, I have an issue with, like, quote unquote, trusting the browser company again. And I don't know if I will ever be able to, like, at least not at first. I will need to give it like a few years and see that they have actually dedicated everything towards this app. Because changing browsers, spending a lot of time, like, getting into a new browser, it is really, really annoying. And it really annoyed me and a lot of other people as well when Arc decided that they were not going to continue development on the browser that me and a lot of others do love. So that covers it for today's sort of rant. I just wanted to get it out there. I am currently working on a video with different alternatives. There are quite a few alternatives out there, but the only one I found that I really like, for me personally, it might not be the same way for you, but for me personally, the only one I've found that I really like is Zen Browser, which is currently at an early stage. So we will just have to wait and see. But that covers it for today's video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below and I will try to get to them as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching today's video.